Every time Jonathon Perkins went into surgery for kidney stones, we put him to sleep first, and as soon as I start to cut him open, he opens his eyes while smiling. The first time he did, I straight away stopped, and the others in the room supporting me in the surgery are startled, and I straight away cancel the surgery. I have been a surgeon for over 20 years and have seen nothing like this. Then the second time Jonathon Perkins went back into surgery for kidney stones, we put him to sleep and I start to cut him open. As I get to his kidneys, he opens his eyes again smiling, and he starts to says things to everyone in the theater. Somehow he knows personal secrets of everyone in the theater with me. I decided to just carry on with the surgery and take out all of the stones in Jonathon's kidneys, and he is just smiling and saying things about us which he shouldn't know. As I stitch him up again and complete the surgery, he falls asleep, and everyone in the theater, including me, are just so very disturbed as to what had just went on. We all knew things about each other which nobody else knew, and how he was able to stay awake without screaming in pain is not normal. Then Jonathon Perkins came into the hospital again for another reason, and he had a lump in his stomach which needed to be taken out. I warned everyone in the theater about Jonathon Perkins, and when we put him to sleep, he opened his eyes once again when I started to cut into him. The others in the theater wanted to get out because they felt really off. Jonathon would start laughing randomly, and eventually I was the only one left in the theater operating on Jonathon. The others felt unusually sick. Jonathon started to say things about as I was operating on him. He knew things about me no one else should know. He knew all the patients I had decided not to operate on because they weren't rich, and he knew all of the patients that had died on my watch. I finally removed the lump from his stomach, and Jonathon kept poking fun at me even more. He told me how I was nothing important and how I will not be remembered for anything in this world after I die. The things he was saying was started to affect me because after all these years operating on people, I haven't achieved much. The human body doesn't look so special to me anymore and is nothing more than crappy machine which goes wrong all of the time. After I had finished the operation on Jonathon, he had fallen asleep. When he woke up, he started to complain about me and how horrible I am. No one really took notice at all. Then a month later he came in again needing another operation on his knee. We all tried putting him to sleep, but once again as soon as I started cutting into him, he awoke smiling, and everyone else in the theater felt sick and nauseous. He knew more things about me and my family, but I just kept on operating on him. He was very impatient and was questioning as to when I would finish operating on his knee. I was trying to keep verbal communication with him as low as possible. He knew things about me though and anyone else in the theater room, and he should have been screaming in pain. I wish he was screaming in pain. This content was provided by